Scott, last year, ups and downs, ups and downs. What was that like for you emotionally and mentally?
It's the first time I ever went through it, injuries and then coming back, playing well, had a good team, and then another injury. And, I had a little bit of a tough time with it at the start because, you want to be in there, you want to play, you want to help your team out. And then, unfortunately I missed a call-up. Well, potentially missed a call-up if I was the guy they chose when I was out my first time. So that kind of ate at me a little bit. And then I came back and I got hurt again. It was like, I was trying to push for it. So when Schneider went down, I came back again after my shoulder. It was just kind of, fight through it, see what you can do. And, fortunately got the call-up after being back for a short week and then did well when I came up. So, obviously people say everything happens for a reason, and it kind of paid off. But, I wish I was a little bit healthier throughout the year and obviously went through the summer and cleaned things up.
At what point, what was the lowest point that you hit?
I think for me it was just the fact of not knowing if I had to get shoulder surgery or not. The first week, I went back and my strength was still there and I could have my mobility. It was just different kind of motions and movements that would kind of affect my arm. So they were thinking, maybe I had to get surgery and repair it. And there was about a week where it was just unknown, and I had to go see a surgeon. I had to go see, different physical therapist people, and it was just on the edge. And it was like, there's no way I'm not playing in my mind, and I wanted to, but at the same time, you got to think about your health and the longevity of your career. So I think that week was probably the hardest thing for me. And then, when they decided that I could rehab it and come back, I was all for that decision, and it ended up working out.
A few months since Game 7 in Toronto, when you reflect off those two playoff series, what are you taking from those?
Still hurts a little bit. It's one of those things where you wish you got a chance to go another round or obviously get out of that game. But the experience and being able to perform, in a postseason that I haven't had the chance to since juniors was exciting for me and exciting for the team. And it helps you grow as a player, helps you understand that the mentality's there and the expectations of what you can bring to the table. But obviously, getting to the second half of the season, I was kind of a little bit fresh from injuries. So I thought for myself, I played well. And then obviously, unfortunately, Jersey didn't make playoffs, so we had a lot of eyes there, and it was another chance for me to show what I have and obviously make another step in my career to hopefully push me forward.
When you look at the goaltending situation in New Jersey, obviously Schneider, Kincaid, do you feel like you have something to prove that, you should be in the NHL?
Yeah, I think, my mentality's, since day one I started the sport, I wanted to play at this level. And, getting that opportunity last year and feeling like I belonged and played, pretty well when I had that opportunity is something that I want to keep striving towards and showing that I belong here. I'm not coming in cocky, I'm not coming in, underestimating myself, but it's just sticking my game, focus on myself, show them what I got, make the decision harder for them. And then obviously, whatever they decide is what they want to do for the team, the organization, and wherever I end up, I'll do the best I can.
When you look at your experience in Albany in the last 2 years, Scott Clemenson, your partner, last year with Jan Denis. Now, if you're in Albany, you're that almost veteran guy. So you have two 20-year-olds, say, that you'd be working with. How do you balance your own development, but also being a good teammate?
I think having the partners I've had over the course of my career, at the pro level was obviously something I've learned from, Clemson. I had Hedberg as a goalie coach. I had Caruso as a goalie coach. Keith was down there, and now he's at this level. And there's just been so many people and so many things that I've picked up, and how to approach guys when they're down, how to keep them calm when they're up. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm old. I don't feel like I have to be in a super veteran role. I've obviously had a little bit more experience. But I think with guys, I'm a talkative guy, I'm outgoing, I'm social, and I'm very approachable. So I think that'll help them, and I'm not afraid to say something. They might not like it, they might not use what I want to approach to them, but for me, I've found that whenever somebody says something, you take it with a grain of salt, or you take it to help you, or use it if you want to. So I have a good relationship with Blackwood and Appleby, and obviously Keith, anyone I've come across. So for me, it's just you can pick things up through each guy. You can help guys in different ways. And, I think for any goaltender I've had, it's just been, you're a partnership and you worked as a team, as a duo to help your team. So keep that same mentality going into it, and hopefully it'll work out.